Hi, welcome to today's yoga video. I am in Kenya. I'm at the tail end of leading a safari wellness retreat. It's been so much fun. If you're ever interested in going, just follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I'm at Yoga by Candace, and maybe you can come to the next one. So I have a little bit of time this morning. I thought we'd do a really nice stretch. I've been sitting for a long period of time, out doing the game drives and stuff. So my hips are really tight. So if you've got tight hips, this should be really helpful as well. Let's go ahead and start on all fours. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Begin to lower through your belly, lift your head and tailbone, look up. As you exhale, round your back, create some space between your shoulder blades. We'll do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Lowering through the belly, reaching your chest forward, lifting up from your head and tailbone. Exhaling to round your back. Chin towards your chest. Last time, breathing in, reaching forward with your heart, lifting up, looking up. Exhaling, creating space between your shoulder blades as you push the ground away. As you breathe in, let's step the left foot towards the front of the room, or the mat rather. Rise up so you're in a half kneeling position. Your hands will come to your hips. Tuck your tailbone under. You should probably feel something nice through the hip flexors of the right leg. Reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, lower your right arm and lift your left arm up and over, sending your left ribs to the left. Taking a big breath in, creating some space between your ribs. Then breathe in, rise back up. Exhale, lower your left knee down. Right knee comes forward. Keep your hips directly above your back knee. Tuck your tailbone under. Ooh, this is my tight side. Probably feel that right about there if you're tight. Then breathe in, reaching your arms up overhead. Lower your left arm, reach your right arm up and over, palm faces down. Press your right shoulder blade towards your back pocket. Send the right ribs out to the right. As you inhale, rise back up. Take the hands to the hips, and you can hop your right foot forward a little bit and then lean in with your hips. Lift up from your chest. Look up. Draw your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets and slightly towards your spine. And as you exhale, gently reach your hips back behind you, straightening your front leg. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathe in, rise up, hips forward, chest up, look up. Exhale, hips go back, hands come down if you can, or you can take them to blocks. Front leg straightens. Last time. Hips forward, look up, lean back. Exhale, hips go back behind you. Hands come down, straighten the front leg. Then inhale, crawl forward, curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and lift your right arm up for a big twist. Keep your back leg really straight, and then just shift your weight forward and backward, reaching your back heel towards the ground. And then gently release, lower right hand down, step back with your right foot, and then lower down onto your knees and rise up. We'll take the left foot forward. You can heel toe it a little bit more forward than you want to. Then hands to hips. Come forward with your hips. Lift up from your chest, lean back. Exhale, begin to straighten the front leg, or just intend to straighten. It doesn't have to come perfectly straight. As your hips go back, reach your heart forward. Then breathe in, hips forward, chest up, lean back, look up. Exhale, hips go back, hands come down, spread your front toes. Last time. Come forward with the hips. Lift up from your chest, lean back, open up through the heart. Exhale, hips go back, hands come down. Then crawl your hands forward, lift up off your back knee. Keep your back leg straight, long and strong, and then reach up with your left arm. Big twist here. And exhale, lower your left hand down, step back with your left foot, lift up and back, first downward dog. You can bend your knees deeply and then intend to straighten. If they don't straighten all the way, no big deal. Rise up on your tiptoes, arch your back, reaching your chest towards your knees, and then reach your heels towards the ground. One last time. Rise up on your tiptoes, reach your chest towards your knees. Exhale, reach your heels down. Breathe in and sweep your right leg up and back. Step your right foot towards the front of the mat, rather your right knee, sorry. We're coming into pigeon pose. As you breathe in, bring your hands underneath your chest. Lift up from your chest so your low back doesn't have any compression. Kind of thinking about making the sideways letter J with your body. And then breathe in, sweep both arms up, lean back a little bit. As you exhale, bring both arms down, maybe crawl onto your forearms, lowering your chest towards the ground. As you're here, shift your hips side to side and think about pulling your right hip back, left hip forward, maybe even turning your upper body towards the right. Get a nice deep stretch through the back of your right hip. As you breathe in, begin to rise up, taking your hands underneath your shoulders, finding your way into a plank position, and then downward dog. So notice what the right side feels like compared to the left now that we've done one side. And then on your next breath in, sweep your left leg up and back, spreading your toes as you go. Taking your left leg towards the front of the mat, pigeon on the other side. Your hands come underneath your shoulders. Thinking about magnetizing your knees towards one another as you...
Oh, my microphone died. Okay, so we're magnetizing the knees towards one another. Lean back with your upper body. Take a deep breath in, lift your arms. Take your gaze up. Relax your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. Take a breath here. And then as you're ready, begin to come forward onto your forearms. You can rock your hips side to side, thinking about drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. If you want a little bit more intensity, you can take your left arm out to the side and do a slight twist, bringing your head in line with your spine. On your next breath in, begin to rise up. Hands come underneath your shoulders. And then roll to your left side and bring your right shin about 2 inches in front of you. Breathe in, lifting your arms. Breathe out, reaching your arms out in front. Take your chest down towards your ankles. Take your gaze out in front of you about 2 feet to keep your spine nice and neutral. And you can push back into your hands to make sure your sits bones stay on the ground. Begin to breathe in and lift up. Hands come back behind you and then lift your hips up, lift your chest up, lean back a little bit, and exhale, lower down. Bring your left shin in front of your right, about 2 inches. Big breath in to lift your arms. Big breath out, take your hands down, out in front of you. Reach your chest forward, your spine is neutral. Thinking about length through your spine. And then breathe in, begin to rise up. Take your hands back behind you about 6 inches or so. Lift your hips off the mat. Lift up out of the chest. Let your head go back a little. And then exhale, begin to lower down. Extend your legs out in front of you and cross your right leg over your left. Left toes towards your face. Give your right knee a big hug and try to sit as tall as you can. On your next breath in, take your right hand back behind you. Begin to twist, looking out over your right shoulder with your left eye. Keep the left toes towards your face. Keep sitting up tall. And gently begin to release. And let's go over to the other side. So left leg crosses over. Give your left leg a big hug in. Right toes towards your face. Right foot is flexed. Then take your left hand back behind you. Begin to twist, looking out over your left shoulder with your right eye. And then gently release. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Thanks for putting up with this little technical glitch I had. I appreciate it. And let me know how you found it. Let me know if you have any requests for the future. And I'll see you soon here on the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel.